fruit feast. That would be really nice. Just eating fruits for 10 days. Watch what comes out of your body and how amazing you start to feel as you clean out your digestive tract of any really like obstructive foods. And learn more about obstructive foods by Arnold Ehret's books and readings. I can link his work below, or at least mention the names of the books again below in the description box for your access. And a raw fruitarian diet is the goal. I know I've talked about that, but I just want to make sure you know to eat enough fruit. If you're eating high fruits, don't just eat one orange, eat like 3, 4, 5 oranges. Of course, you don't need to gorge on fruit, but you do want to make sure you're satisfied. You're getting that energy for your cells. We run on sugar. Fruit contains the correct sugar, so we run on carbon. So carbon, carbohydrate, sugar, and oxygen. That's all we need to live. So we need to make sure we're having monosaccharides that are converted quickly into the energy, rather than these poly and disaccharides that really stress the pancreas and can be the root cause of diabetes. And yeah, fruit does not cause diabetes. I've done a lot of videos on this. If you want access to a video I've done on the truth about sugar, just send me a DM and I'll send it to you. I've noticed on my journey that the less I eat, the more energy I have. And interestingly, how the body has a finite amount of energy on a daily basis that can easily be squandered through digestion, meaning that it's wasted because we're digesting really dense foods, dense in chemistry, like our breads, our pastas, our animal flesh. These things really use up your energy. About 80% of your energy goes to digestion. So as you start fruit feasting and juicing and eating fruits, these kind of foods they require so little digestion that it frees up my energy. I can work a lot harder. I can accomplish a lot more in a day. And I feel like a peaceful energy, rather than being so stimulated all the time. Like I know the animal flesh is really stimulating because the norepinephrine is stored in the meat of the animal when they're slaughtered. So yeah, and then the caffeine a lot of us need to survive in this world, to accomplish the things because we don't have enough energy naturally. So let's heal the adrenal glands through regenerative healing and regenerative detoxification and get a more natural supply of energy. So be the example, live it and love it. Don't even say anything to anyone. It's so funny because it's like, I heard this before and it's totally me. How do you know that someone's fasting? Don't worry, they'll tell you. I thought that was funny. So yeah, I don't tell so many people what I'm up to. The people following me, of course, because you're interested, but I don't go around anymore trying to convince people. I've learned the hard way. But I've also, I've really appreciated the learnings because the best example is just living it. And so I think I've cultivated that, a little bit of wisdom there on my journey, which I really, really am grateful for. So people around you will just look at you and be like, wow, she looks good. Oh, he seems like he has a lot of energy and feels really good. Like, what's he doing? What's she doing? What are they doing? Cooked veggies are good. I know I talked about that. It doesn't need to be 100% raw. I love like zucchini in the oven and just like that. You could put some like Italian spices or something on top, some cumin if you like that, but you don't really need all the oils. If you are using oil, coconut oil, avocado oil might be okay. Drizzling on top some olive oil after it's cooked is nice rather than cooking it. The only problem with oils is they tend to go rancid pretty quickly, and then cooking them too can make them more harmful for the body. I really like to make simple salads. You'll see in this video, I'm just using, I had the convenience of buying like pre-washed lettuce, and I'm just using like, pre-shredded carrots, organic. It really helps when you have a full day. I got the cilantro micro sprouts. And when you're eating less ideal foods, you can eat them earlier in the day. For example, this pizza, I ate it at 3:30 in the afternoon. And then at 6:30, I had the salad with the potato I mentioned. After that, I'm free to just snack on fruits if I want, but waiting 2 hours or more after the potato or the heavier foods, because fruit is only properly digested on an empty stomach. And if you notice with your body, if you eat fruit right before bed, like I was speaking about earlier, and then on a different day, maybe you ate like a heavier meal before bed. I know I was just in Jamaica, and the first day we landed, it was like, oh my gosh, it was so late. It was almost midnight, and all the restaurants were closed at our resort. So they said, oh, just do room service. And the only vegetarian option they had was a plate of pasta. I had pasta right before bed. And you know what? I woke up surprisingly feeling good, because like I just put so much love into that pasta. I was like just so grateful to be having a meal. A lot of this is energetic. The mental and emotional body is a part of you. So when you start criticizing yourself, being hard on yourself for eating that plate of pasta right before bed, you're making it more acidic. The negative emotions cause a lot of acidosis in the body. But sometimes you might be pouring the love into that plate of pasta and still wake up with a headache or not feeling your best. And that's just because you're taking the body's you're taking the body's energy for digestion rather than healing your body as you sleep. So that's why in the fasting state, we do a lot of healing. That's why when we're sleeping, we heal like magically. So adding fresh herbs and sprouts to any cooked meals for life force energy would be really great. Working with the proper food combining, as I mentioned. And just watching and listening to content that really inspires you and is more uplifting. I really like to watch Jack Abritton. I'll put his name below, and Dr. Robert Morse's videos. Jack actually shares like how he lives on like high raw, and there's a lot of cool recipes. So the other thing too, if you're curious about my journey, a lot of people have asked. I do have a podcast interview I did in 2022 about my personal journey. So please let me know if you'd like me to send you that link. And I will talk to you more in my next video about the level 1 dietary recommendations. And this was my video on transitioning over to a regenerative detox diet. And really just doing that with so much love. If you're giving up animal protein, you can do some vegan proteins like tofu, but even better would be tempeh, and then next would be edamame. Tofu can be quite estrogen dominant, so not ideal, especially for men. Tempeh removes the bad estrogens. It's a fermented tofu. You can take some of those like vegan, like sprouted protein powders if you really need. But remember, the body only needs 20 to 40 grams of protein a day. That's like the smallest little palmful. And you can get that all in the form of amino acids, which protein really has to be broken down anyways into. So you can just get them in their pure form in your fruits, in your vegetables. The amino acids are what give fruit and vegetables their structure. So just go directly to the source. The greens are builders. Bananas and dates together in one meal is a complete protein. And so we'll talk more about diet soon. And just please use my hashtag raw reset. 2024 would be a fun one to use, or hashtag the raw reset 2024. If you're posting anything about your journey, just a friendly reminder. And thank you so much for your interest in what I do and for being a part of my journey. Wishing you all the best.